Welcome to episode 2, Club 2 of Bottoms Up with Colchester United. And in this episode, we go away from home against Tranmere and a home game against Bromley on the last day of the season with a faint chance of getting a place in the playoffs, although it's not started great with 2 defeats in the first 3 games. Okay, welcome back. So let's get into the episode, and I'm going to bring you up to date on a few things before we get into the games. If we go into the transfer history and have a look at our staff, we have brought in some staff. Now, we came in around here, so this is when we would have bought anyone. So we brought in Luke Van Zee, who's a physio, 20 physio. I think he's a great addition, actually, to be quite honest. I think he's top quality. We then didn't bring in any under 18s. We brought in Cliff Markey as a set piece coach. Not great, I'll be honest, but he's about the best we could get from the job advert. Then we brought in a sports scientist, David Tivy, good sports scientist, quite happy with that. Then we got in DeAndre Dua as a performance analyst, 13 and 11. For this level, that's pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with that. I am well happy with this. Ruben Sellez as a coach, 43 years old. He's been a caretaker manager at Southampton in the past. He's done quite a bit of assistant managing and caretaker managers and all that sort of stuff. Once upon a time, I'm assuming he was a player, but he might not have been a player. I mean, this is going back, 18 years, and he was an under-19s fitness coach, or maybe never was a player. But he was a manager at Southampton for a year. He's manager at Reading. He's been out of a job. We brought him in as a coach, pretty well rounded, good level of discipline, adaptability. I'm really pleased with that. I think that's a cracking free transfer signing. Ricardo Azaramendi as a scout, 11 and 9. Again, it's not wonderful, but at this level, it's not bad at all. And Wade McElwee, yep, he's a fitness coach. He's coming for the under 18s. Not my signing. I didn't bring him in. I'm not taking credit or blame for that. So our staffing situation looks like this. Goalkeeping, we're pretty much maxed out, with the exception of the distribution bit there. Defending, fitness, mentality, and man management, we're maxed out, and almost maxed out on everything, really. The attacking side is the one that is letting us down the most, but that's looking pretty good. In terms of scouting, we've got the best in the league. Analysing data, we can probably do a bit better, but it is what it is. And in terms of medical department, we're pretty much the best in the league. Physio, we're second in the league. Bradford City are above us, but that's fine. And sports science, we are top of the league. So staffing wise, it's all been going really, really well. Then we get into the fixtures, and we took over here for Carlisle, Grimsby and Wickham that we've played so far. Now, both of these 2 games here, they're obviously both away games. And I'm going to say I'm really, really gutted that we lost these games, because I actually think we've played quite well. We have a look at the stats for them. Carlisle, as you see, went 1-0 up through Josh Thomas, and then they went 2-0 up through Lewis Collins. When Jaden Fevrier got a goal back in a minute later, I really felt we were going to do so with this, because actually we had more shots. XG wasn't good, but we had more shots on goal, more shots on target, and just generally I just felt we were the better team in that game. And to end up losing it was very, very disappointing, I have to say. In terms of our stats, I am worried about this goalkeeper. I know, if we look at him, he's 3-star with 3.5-star potential. He looks pretty decent. He's 6'4" as well. I'm just not convinced by him. I'm yet to see him make a save. I'm yet to see him command his area. I mean, what's his command of area on here? 12. I would say that's probably about an 8, judging on what I've seen at the moment. I've literally seen nothing of it. So, yeah, I do have concerns over him. This guy has been probably our best player so far, Fevrier. 7.3 average rating in that game. Scored a goal. And as you can see, when we look along here, he's scored a goal in our win as well. Then in the next game against Grimsby, again, I felt we were unlucky on this. More shots, just about equal XG. I really did feel we was unlucky to lose this game. They went 1-0 up, then we pulled one back through Sam Smith, and then Tom Whelan penalty made it 2-1. And that was a hard one to take because Grimsby were at the time 24th and they still are 24th. I mean, they are rock bottom of the league by a country mile. Beating us was only their 7th win of the season. At that point, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, please, is it too late for me to get my job back at Aveley? Then we moved on to our first home game that we've played against Wickham, who, like Carlisle, were in and around the same sort of position as us in the league. And we were fantastic. More shots, better XG. The possession was a lot closer than what it has been in other games. And yeah, we were just a lot better in this game. 1-0 up through Cameron McGeehan. That was from a corner, smashed it into the roof of the net. Fantastic goal. Then we went 2-0 up through Jay Mingy. And then they pulled one back with Killian Kouassi, and Jaden Fevrier then got a goal in the 74th minute. Unfortunately, and what I will say as well, if we go back into that, even in a win, our goalkeeper did not have a particularly good rating, 6.6. But other than that, we've been pretty good. Or was in that game. We have been good in all 3 games. So we've got Tranmere today, who are 3rd in the league. Oh, well, they're 4th now. And then we've got Bromley, who are 21st. Now, and that's a home game. Now, Tranmere have already secured a playoff place. So I'm kind of hoping they might not think they've got a great deal to play for in this game. But what I also want to show you is the medical centre, because the injuries we got here on the 26th of March, right? And if we filter this into date order, chronological order, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 injuries since the 26th of May. Heffernan out. Stuart Roach. Jed Mahels. Don't know how you say that name. Jed. Jaden Fevrier. Bradley. Yep. Ben Briggs and Matt West. All out injured. Now, the worrying thing about all of this is it was only Cathal Heffernan who got an injury in match. The rest of them have all been in training. A tight thigh, a bruised ankle, a twisted ankle, a tight thigh, a bruised thigh. I think we might need to look at the training we're doing. I mean, I've got it set as my assistant chooses the training. I believe I have anyway. Oh my God, I haven't. Oh, maybe this is the reason why. Maybe that's my fault. Oh, I'm going to have to go through all of this to make sure that... Oh yeah, I need to go through it. I won't do that now. I'm not going to bore you to tears with that. But I'll do that off camera. But yeah, that's a concern. I don't know why that's not defaulted, because usually it's set up with my assistant manager. I have got an assistant manager, haven't I? Yeah, so who I haven't even looked at him. Cliff Byrne is my assistant. I mean, he's going down in most of his things. I think he needs to pick his game up a little bit. I'll probably keep him as my assistant. I was looking actually for Galinsky, who's my assistant manager at Aveley. Oh, he's moved on. So he was my assistant manager. I don't know if he left. What's this say? So he was released on a free transfer. So I'm assuming they must have their new manager and they've just released Galinsky. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not particularly great as an assistant, but I mean, he's done a good job with me, let's be honest. So let's have a look at Aveley while we're here. They're 3rd in the National League. So they're keeping it going in their schedule. Senior squad, 26th of March. So we left here. Did we play the Aldershot game? I don't think we did. So they've lost, drawn, lost, and then they've won, drawn, and won. I mean, Timmy Abraham's been scoring a few goals for them, hasn't he? Abdul Malik. So my assumption then is that they are in the playoffs. So they go into. So they've still got to play that first. They'll go into the semi-final of the playoffs. So yeah, Aveley finished 3rd. I mean, to be fair, I did have them in a good position that they should finish 3rd. So it'll be very interesting to see if they do join us in League 2 next season. Okay, let's get into today's game. I think I've picked the team. I just need to double check that I have got the team that I want. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it is. I remember Ellis Landolo being down here. So yeah, the position we're in as well is we've got Josh Smith as our right-sided winger, He's 18 years old, 2-star current ability with 3 to 4-star potential. We've had to bring him in because basically we've got nobody else. We've got Stuart Roach playing on the left, Sam Smith up top. I mean, we could put Sam Smith in there and put, say, Campton Sturridge up front or Jamie Arnold up front. But I want to give Josh Smith a go. He's in a dev centre. He's probably a best player in the dev centre. So I just wanted to have a look at him, see what he can do. It doesn't really matter if we get playoffs or not. It's only a faint chance that we'll get in there anyway. So, yeah, this is a team that we start with today. We've got Sherman Lowe in goal, Sayers left back, Ward right back, Morgan and Andrews in the middle, Mingy, Chilvers and McGeehan in the midfield, with Roach, Smith. This is going to get confusing. With Roach, Josh Smith and Sam Smith as their attacking three. I will also get into... I'm probably going to have a bit of a rant about this guy here, but we'll do that in the second half of the video. While we get into the match, leave a like on the video. Always appreciate it when you do that. Let's get into the game and submit the team. I really hope Josh Smith has a good game. I really do. I'm not expecting to win here. Tranmere are 4th in the table. They are one of the favourites to go up this season. The pressure's all on them. Absolutely nothing except Keffel, who feels motivated. I'm glad he's motivated. At least our centre-back is motivated. I do not like this, by the way. You know, hovering on the number, you'd expect to come up with a name, not just to come up home team. So, yeah, not a fan of this. It doesn't tell you the form or anything like that. So, yeah, EFL need to sort that one out. Right, we're in the game. 5,500 people at Tranmere Stadium. We're in the yellow today. Is our away kit? Might even be a third kit. No, I think it's our away kit, actually. That's a good ball over the top for Sam Smith. Oh, Smithy, why did you not bury that? I was starting to get a sense of deja vu with this team as what I did with Aveley as well, and the fact that we create chances. Like now, we had 5 shots at goal, 6 shots at goal, not a single one on target. And it is a concern because one of the issues we had at Aveley was creating chances, but it was converting them chances that was the big problem. So half an hour gone, we've only had that one highlight. There's not been a single shot on target at the moment in the game. We have had close to 50% possession as well in this half, which is unusual for us. We're usually lagging in the possession side. So it's a free kick for us. I don't know what he's doing. Jumping up, getting down, jumping up. He's doing this exercise or something. Ball goes into the box. Roach. Oh, he's hit the post. We have come close twice in this half to score. I don't want it to come back and bite us. Come on, let's make the most of this. Sam Smith with the corner. Puts it in. Oh, and the head has gone straight to the goalkeeper. We've had 2 or 3... Hang on, what's happened here? Oh, all I saw was the ball go in the back of the net. That wasn't like a cut or anything like that. That is exactly how it happened. Okay, let's get into the dressing room. I'm pleased with the number of shots we've taken so far. Keep it up. Hopefully they can keep it up and hopefully they can convert something because we've been the better team in that first half. No doubt about it. And that fills me with encouragement as well. I'm not going to look at it and say Tranmere are not on it because they've already secured their playoff place. I mean, I would be using that as an excuse if and when we lose. But, right, substitution o'clock. I do have to remind myself as well that we get to make 5 substitutes here because quite often I'll forget about it. Now, I don't know if I'll keep with Josh Smith or move Sam Smith out here. I think I'm going to do that. Put Campton Sturridge up top. I mean, most of our players are actually defensive players, so we haven't really got a great deal to bring on. Mengi can come off for Ben Briggs. They're saying Frankie Edwards, but Frankie Edwards isn't a defensive midfielder, is he? No, he's not. He's a centre-back. So I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, just out of curiosity, what can he do in that position? Absolutely nothing. So Ben Briggs can go back in there. I think that's probably the only... Yeah, it's the only substitution I'm going to make. Can Jamie Arnold play? I mean, he can do a little bit out here, so maybe he can be our next substitution. But I don't want to bring him on just yet. Because like I say, we're not actually playing badly. We're actually playing very well. I'm really pleased with this performance so far. If we could actually get a goal... So here's Sayers. Oh, it's too strong for McGee and we've given it away. Khan brings it forward. Ball over the top. Oh. Sharman Lowe didn't actually need to make a save there. So we're just going to make... And I'm going to do that substitution and bring Roach off. I mean, he's only 1.5 star out there. He's not... This is our Saudi Arabian fellow. Bring him on for Noah Chilvers. And that will probably be the last substitution. We might do another one in like the 88th minute if we need to, if we want to waste a bit of time. We don't want to waste time if we're behind though. And there you go. Oh, this game is so frustrating. So frustrating because, again, it's another game where we deserve to get something from it. Like, don't let them win it 2-0, 3-0, anything stupid like that. They don't deserve it. So, but you see what I mean about our goalkeeper. I was about to say I've never known him to make a save, but I think he did save that, to be fair to him. I've got it in for this goalkeeper, I've decided. In the summer, the business I'm going to be looking at doing, I'm going to be starting from the back. We've got a lot of players that are going to be out of contract in the summer. That's full time. So, proud of you. Do I sound proud of their efforts? Okay. Again, I don't want to upset everyone. I want to try and keep them on side. So we've got Bromley in a couple of days' time. In 3 days' time, to be exact. I'll see you back here for the game against Bromley, and I'll talk to you in more detail then about my plans for the transfer window. See you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. So we're looking at the squad screen at the moment because all of these players I've highlighted are out of contract at the end of this season. Now, obviously, these two here will be going anyway because they're loan players. So out of all of those, the only person that's even a first teamer is Noah Chilvers, who's in a central midfield. 3 stars. I may offer him a new contract. He's 26, so he falls within the age range of players that I want to keep at the club. But the rest of them, I mean, I did look at Bradley Hyonveen. I did look at Bradley, and he has got potential to get better. He is obviously out injured at the moment, so we can't really look at him. He's someone I might give him a new contract, but a lot of that will also depend on the finances. There's also, I mean, the ones where the stars are white means they're probably not going to get to that. So we're looking at 2.5 stars here. They're probably not good enough. Jama Ibrahim, I am in two minds over this chap. He's 19 years old. He's never going to be a great player, but I'm going to have a look at the end of season review to see what he does for shirt sales, because it might be that paying him a few £100 a week is worth it if he's bringing in money for shirt sales. So we'll think of that later on. All the others will either be here or be moved on. I mean, Tom Smith is wanted, transfer from Bournemouth and Leicester. I don't have any objection to him going. Joe Ward, I'll get to him in a minute. He's requested to leave. Now, with him, and this also brings me back to the whole interaction logic being improved by Sports Interactive, which I really think it absolutely hasn't. He came to me, or his agent came to me, because he wanted a better contract. He was an unhappy player before I arrived. So he came to me and said, like, you're the new manager now, I want a new contract and it's your job to deal with it. Straight away, that's got my back up. I'm thinking, look, mate, I don't like your attitude. You know, it's now your job to deal with it. I thought he was very frosty and hostile towards me. Now, the problem is, because I've put all of we had some transfer budget there, about 80k, I think it was, and I put all of that into the wage budget, and we're currently spending 3,000 over our wage budget. Now, the committed spending has gone down to I don't know how it's gone down to that, unless they're taking into account players that are leaving because of their contracts running out. If that's the case, we're in trouble, because it only gives us £5,000 to spend, and we need a lot more than £5,000. So I'm really hoping that this doesn't include. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know. But basically, I couldn't offer him. He wanted £7,500. I can only offer £2,500. So I offered it anyway, just so they could turn it down. They turned it down. He's come back to me. You've not fulfilled your promise. Blah 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 blah. So, to cut a long story short, after a couple of interactions with him, he then come back and said, I'm clearly not wanted at this club, so I want to leave. So I said, okay, fine, I won't keep you here against your will. And then he's handed a transfer request. Now, if we go back here and find Joe Ward, wherever he is, where is he? Now, this is weird because at the time he was out of contract. Has he had an extension triggered or something? So he won't go into contract negotiations with us. Okay, forget everything I was just going to say because he was out of contract in 2027. I'm absolutely sure he was. Because my whole rant was going to be based around why is he handing a transfer request when I can't sell him until then anyway. So, okay, let's... Don't want to ask agent about market interest. Isn't generating any interest. Now, I'm going to click on hire an intermediary and I can guarantee it's going to come up, nothing we can do. There you go. Now, that may be because the transfer window's closed, so we'll come back later on, we'll revisit that in a bit. So, yeah, all of these players' contracts running out in 2027. What I have been thinking of, and please let me know in the comments if you think I'm being absolutely mad, but one of the positions we need to improve on is left back. Now, Edwino, I think we can all agree, going by his attributes, he's rubbish. At Aveley, he was 2 stars. I'm just thinking, as he's the only person in the Aveley squad that's been with us throughout the whole series, do we just bring him along to Colchester anyway? It's something I have been considering, I must admit. And when you look at our actual left backs, I mean, he's no better than Edwino Vaz, and Edwino isn't trying to be a centre back as well. Charlie Sayers, to be fair, is better, and Mandela Egbo is better. Bailey Clements is probably better as well. I mean, but Ellis Landalo, for example, who is out of contract at the end of the season, we could let him go on a free. He's on 875. I'm sure we can get Edwino Vaz here for less than 875. So it's something I'm considering. It's not something I'm going to do straight away, but once the squad's been trimmed and players have been sold or released or whatever, then we'll definitely look into it. In terms of our dev centre, by the way, we'll have a look at our under-18s because we've had a youth intake and as you can see, it is rubbish. There's one player in there who's a striker. Can I find him now? Don't even know if I can find him now. Might have been this guy here. Might have been this guy. I don't know. There's a striker in there somewhere that I think it might have been him. Lee Crop. No, it can't be Lee Crop. He's 17 years old. Maybe it's Jamie. Let me go to my inbox. This is a bit of a mess of an episode. No, didn't want to do that. Wanted that. Youth. And it's not showing me anything. Okay, so basically they were rubbish. There was one striker that was 1-star current ability and about 3.5 to 4-star potential. That's why I'm thinking it might have been Jamie Guzman. If we have a look at his contract, started on the 24th of the 3rd, so no, it's not likely to be him either. I don't know, wherever he is anyway. He looked okay, so I thought we'd bring him in, but no, wasn't to be. Anyway, getting to the last game of the season against Bromley. This has been a very random and weird episode. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you if you're still sticking around watching it. So we're not going to bother bringing anyone back in. We'll just get on with. I mean, he's actually fit now, Egbo, which might mean. I mean, he wants to play up here, doesn't he? So he's already better than him anyway. So we'll give him a go, see what he's like. Won't judge him too harshly. Cunningham, what's he like? No, he's rubbish. He'll be going at summer as well. Yeah, that's it. So, same team as before. Sherman Lowe in goal. Sayers left back. Egbo right back, so there's a one change. Morgan and Andrews in the middle. Mingy, Chilvers and McGeehan in the midfield with Roach, Josh Smith and Sam Smith in the attacking part of the field. Let's get into the game. And hopefully we can pick up a win against Bromley, end the season on a high. I don't really want 4 defeats out of the 5 games we've had here. Nice Football Manager brand in there. Let's get off that wretched screen because I really can't stand it. So we've got 3,400 basically turning out to see us on a gusty Saturday, I presume, afternoon. We've had a few shots, 1 shot on target. We really do need to be beating Bromley though. They're 21st in the league. They're not. We've also had a day's extra rest than them. They played the day after us in a 2-1 defeat at home to Carlisle. But again, see 4 shots on target and we've not hit the back of the net. Not even had a highlight from their 4 shots on target. And next year only 0.68 as well. Now 5 shots on target. This is my concern. This is why we really do need a top quality striker. I don't like what I just saw from you. We can be a bit more mad in a game like this because the team we're playing against. And what was that from Mingy? I mean, for real. I think it was actually the first highlight of the game, wasn't it? And it was just us heading the ball over the bar. McGeehan with the corner. Oh, we scored. Morgan gets a goal. He's off the mark for Colchester. So that's obviously his first goal since he's been with us. I mean, to be fair, he is a centre-back, so he's probably not expected to score a great deal of goals in a season, but that would also suggest that Colchester don't do great from set pieces either. And we're going to make substitutions. I'm going to bring on Ben Briggs for Mingy, and then we'll take Chilvers off and bring on Ibrahim as well. I mean, Josh Smith is not playing well, is he? So we take Josh Smith off, swap Campton Starridge with Smith, so he's on the right-hand side. But it's one of those performances where we've played really well, but we've only got the 1 goal, and it only takes 1 opportunity for Bromley. Smith puts the corner in, comes out. Ibrahim! Oh, Ibrahim could have scored an absolute screamer then. Right, let's make our final 2 substitutions. Bailey Clements. Maybe not. So we don't really have a great deal to play with. Take him off, and we take him off purely because they're the more tired out of them all. But like I say, there's not really a great deal we can make with no real wide men available to us. So 5 minutes of time to be added on. Hopefully we can hold out. I'll say we had 11 shots on target. We have dominated this game and we've only won 1-0. Finishing is absolutely... I'm content with the performance, but we need to move on now to allow ourselves to become... No, I'm not going to say that. Maybe that one? There you go. So, the next video tomorrow will be your end of season review and transfer special. We'll be looking to hopefully make better use of the loan market. Now they're in League 2, might be able to get better quality loan players coming through. And we need to be around here. Playoffs, preferably automatic promotion. And I think we can do it. I mean, you look at us this season, we've lost 3 games here that we could, in these 5 games that we could easily have won. And if we'd won a couple of them, we could easily have been where Swindon are. So I'm confident if we have a good transfer special that we can actually do the business here with Colchester. So I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode, episode 3 with Colchester. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you want to see more. And I'll see you tomorrow for the transfer special. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.